UB has only 2 Mid-American Conference losses this year. The first of them came to Kent State.
It did, and it happened 2 weeks ago from tonight. Since then, Kent State, they're on a 3-game losing streak. In Buffalo, they just dropped a tough one this past weekend on the road at Northern Illinois. They're blaming that one on free throws and defense. Nonetheless, still the most high-powered offense in the Mid-American Conference, averaging just under 84 a game. It comes from 4 different guys averaging double digits, all different positions. They can score from anywhere on the court. Like Houston, right? They really assembled themselves to try to beat Golden State. That's what it was built up for. So I could see those guys taking on that challenge, especially LeBron. I feel like he likes to take on challenges and prove everyone wrong and keep chasing the greatest of all time. So I could see that being the point of the conversation. Like, let's do this and let's beat Golden State.
So you have LeBron in LA?
Yes.
Okay.
They go all around football. Jasper Heisman.
Well, I don't know if you know numbers yet, but new school record running yards here at UB, 282 yards tonight. We got to talk a little bit about you. What did you see out there on the field? And Akron did have a lot of momentum coming in. When you go into your locker room and you talk to your defense, they really said, not tonight, not in our house. What are you going to say to your defensive guys?
Man, they played a great game.
Finds the kid, Addison Patterson, down low.
Possible start for Team Canada. Getting the big guy involved early, and not only getting him involved, he comes through with an and one to start things off. How about that, Jaden Bediako? When you have so many young men who can consistently execute like that, talk about how much fun it is for you to coach in that style.
Well, I'll be honest with you, there's not much coaching going with these guys.
That conference, and quite frankly, a lot of the teams right now are chasing for spots, so it's not like they're going to roll anyone or walk into games where people aren't going to play hard against them. So
but come playoff time, you got to hurt Clay. You got to
no. But
people
you're saying
go at
hurt and rocky. Like, again, I think it's a bit of strategy, and there's a little bit of hiding. But listen, they've been here now. They've done this before.
Yep.
This is not a team 3 years ago
that
had a great and set records.
I don't think it gets
but
easier.
mentally, you have confidence saying, we've been here and we know how to do this.
Goes 1 on 3, kicks it out. Here's Meyer. That one's on the way in good.
So when your 6'11" center can drain that shot, can trail and spot up and hit that shot, that's why Central Michigan offensively, they can score from every position, so you can't double the guards. It's not favorable, but especially if you're one of the, get this, 30 guys on the Akron roster from the state of Florida. Earlier this week on Tuesday, I talked to Zips head coach Terry Bowden about the fact that the weather was cold, and he said, we just got out of a team meeting. He said, we definitely addressed the weather.
With Amy Audibert.
Thanks, Ben. Coach, earlier this week, you told us consistency for 4 quarters. That's what you were looking for. Thoughts on the first 2? 5'9" junior can score from anywhere. He uses his body if you let him in the paint, but the impeccable range on the 3 is what's making him the most exciting player in the country to watch right now. So yes, Alumni Arena has their eyes on him. The Mid-American Conference does, but the entire country is watching Marcus Keene right now.
Short on the jumper by Voigt, out of bounds to the Bulls.
And that was a smart decision. Lisa Upps kind of just protected the ball to let it go out of bounds instead of flying up the court and trying something a bit more control right now, walking the ball up and running a set. And that's what Lisa Upps does. She has a sense of calmness at that point guard position. Yeah, DeLeo does a nice job inside getting that ball, but Blake Hamilton comes down, and you've got to pivot. If you're going to get your elbows up, you've got to be pivoting through it, and you can see his feet don't come off the ground, so it's an easy call for the official to make.